So, yep, that one there, Shaun Escoffery, courtesy of the man right here in front of me, Nature's Call. That was absolutely a killer tune, and we loved it. We loved it, Shaun.
Thanks, mate.
We loved it. Can you make some noise? Shaun Escoffery in the house! Oh, my days. First of all, welcome along, Shaun.
Listen, it's a pleasure. Real honour, mate.
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Having a good time, yeah, man. Just preparing for the year ahead,
Yeah, it's going to be a big one for you. I feel that,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we'll break that down in a second. First of all, though, I want to say I am indebted to you for coming out and singing on my birthday, the 23rd of February. You made a 50-year-old man very, very happy. Do you know what I mean? So I can't thank you enough for that.
Looking really good, man.
I'm doing all right, you know what I mean? Got a bit of a Derby Kelly on me. I've got to get rid of the belly a bit, you know what I mean? But, I had a bit of a blowout for my birthday session. So once again, thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you for asking me.
It was a pleasure.
Great night.
And big shout out to Giles as well, your manager, for making sure that was hooked up and that you got the message.
Yes.
So listen, back to business, man. Busy as a beaver, as always.
Always. I don't know how I cope half the time.
I don't know how you cope either.
Honestly.
I see your social media and you're so busy.
Yeah.
So let's start off with this coming Friday.
Yes.
Let's not mess about. You've got a great show lined up at the Subterranea in West London. Tell us about that. What's going to be happening with that, and why? Why are you doing it now?
So I got up and coming gig on the 29th at Subterranea, and really looking forward to it. I mean, I think mainly it's because I'm introducing new songs, because I've been working on an album for the last couple of years.
Brilliant.
So a new album. So I just want to kind of introduce some new songs. Also, just to kind of get back out there again, because people, they've been hitting me up on social media and saying, Shaun, when are you going to be gigging again? And it's not like I've been doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? I've been very, very busy. And so now I'm just like, it's time to kind of just start doing some music again, start playing live, because there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it, playing, singing alongside some fantastic musicians, and just kind of just hitting that stage and just kind of just expressing that music, man, that you've been writing for the last couple of years. And looking forward to it. Because
you dropped two albums pretty much in close succession. You had In the Red Room.
That's right.
It came out, and then literally a year and a bit later, you put out Evergreen. That's
right. Yeah.
Which had, you had likes of Joss Stone on there.
Yeah.
It was just another lovely piece of work. So in between sort of that time and now, have you been creating this album, or have you just been busy? Because I know you're doing a musical theatre thing as well.
So it's been everything. Do you know what I mean? So I've been doing the theatre. I've been doing acting things and different projects off that. And and in the meantime, working on the album. So I've been, like, for example, my normal day now would be working from 10 o'clock till 5, shoot straight down to the theatre, have a quick vocal warm up again, and then go straight into the show. That would be my day.
Wow.
So for the last couple of years, I've kind of had to step back and kind of talk, think about what I want to write about again.
Okay.
Because like you said, it was 2 albums in succession. So now, I thought, okay, what do I want to write about in this new album? What's going to be slightly different? How deep do I want to go?
Okay.
So that's been the process. That's been where I've been going the last couple of years.
So what have you tackled? Because, I know if I think back to In the Red Room, we just played Nature's Call from that, and then Evergreen, they were kind of, I don't know, you went into a little bit of politics. You went into, things that are a little bit deeper, things that probably affected you, like Nature's Call here and stuff like that. So where have you headed with this project, and what was it going to be called?
I have no idea.
Really? You haven't been?
I have no idea yet. Right. We're more or less finished it now. So it's when I've kind of completed it as a piece, as a project. I'm going to look back and say, right, okay, what do I call this? What is it shouting at me?
Right.
So I'll normally name the album afterwards.
Okay.
But, I think I wanted to go a little bit deeper, with things that have been going on in my head, because I think me naturally, even though I'm quite an open, outgoing person, I still find it hard to express feelings. And people say, but you're a singer, you know what I mean? But to really open up and go, right, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm feeling. Yeah. Is quite a difficult task for me. So I thought this album is going to be that. It's going to be talking about, the inner turmoils of Mr. Shaun Escoffery.
Wow. I don't mean to laugh there.
But if anyone's really interested, you know what I mean? But, talk about the deeper things, the things that deep things that I think of. Talking about, just love and getting deeper into that, as a man's, perspective, vulnerable, that kind of stuff. So I really just wanted to just paint that canvas and see how vulnerable I could be.
Okay.
I
mean, I've said it more, so many times. My producer, last time you came in and we had the interview, and I think it was for across in the Red Room. We came away going, this guy is just too nice. He's the nicest guy in the game. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so talented, so humble. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you lead a really, really busy lifestyle. Does it take its toll on you? Is it hard to remain, because like you're all smiles. Is it hard to remain that way?
You know what? It does take its toll. It does take its toll. I think my ethos is always to be extremely respectful to people. Do you know what I mean? And, that's always been my thing. I respect people, as they come to me. But like you said, there is another side of me that says, well, you know what? I respect you until you give me permission not to, you know? And so it's that thing of, and like, my outlet, I'm doing the martial arts, I've been doing that for years. So
talk to you about that, yeah.
So I've been doing all that kind of stuff. So my outlet is, and naturally I can't, if I'm sparring someone, I pad up or put the gum shield on and,
they get beat up.
The MMA gloves and we go off. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
we go off
wow.
and that's, even then I'm respectful, but I need to let the animal out sometimes,
That's really interesting. So that is your outlet to let out some of that steam.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was, like I said, I do follow you on social media, Instagram and stuff like that. And I know you got recently received a new accolade. Was it a new belt? Was it black belt?
A black belt. Yeah, I got my black belt. Was it last year? Yeah, in Brazilian or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is like grappling and fights, chokes and arm bars. And that basically it was the Gracie family that introduced the UFC to the world.
Right.
So before it was called Vale Tudo in Brazil. And so they brought it over to America and that's where it was kind of born. So my lineage is Helio Gracie, his son Hoyler, Eddie Cohen, me. Do you know what I mean? So I've come straight from the line, you know what I mean? But I'm very serious about that.
Yeah.
Because I think, my ethos is that everyone should be able to look after themselves. And my thing is that I don't know, I never want to look back and go, I didn't defend something or somebody or my family or whatever and wasn't able to do so. You know what I mean? As a man, And so, so I approach it in a very kind of philosophical, but in a very, in pure ways as much as I can. I'm not a violent man.
No, I would never have said you that. I don't want to mess about you. I really like you. Yeah, I think you're lovely. If I ever get in trouble, I'll call in you. Right? You know what I mean? Okay. Well, that's really interesting, and congratulations on receiving the black belt. And that's another thing. Is like it's not just the everyone I think that knows you knows that you do the Lion King as well. I want to talk to you about that. But the time that you must have to put in for the martial arts as well, because that ain't no mean feat.
No, you know what? I mean, lately I haven't been training much. I haven't been training at all. But what I do is I do a mental thing because, like I said, I'm in the studio all the time. I'm in theatre, so any kind of free time that I do get, if I'm not concentrating on another project of some description, I kind of have my little chart there and I go, okay, what someone grabs it. And I just kind of run through a routine, literally just run through a routine, whether, and it's almost like a Carter in my head, just to kind of try and keep sharp because that's the only thing I've got at the moment, until I start training again.
All right. All right. Well, let's return to the music. So I don't know what, nobody knows what you've got coming on the new album. You've kept it very closely under wraps. And like you say, you're just probably putting the finishing touches to it right now. Days like this, we can't not talk about that record. It's like it's got a life all of its own, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And just a huge record. I think it means so much to so many people, including myself. That's why, I wanted you to come and spend some time and just come and enjoy my birthday as a friend. But, I know you performing that, everybody is going to sing along to that record. And everybody did. Do you know what I mean? So, what does that record mean to you?
I think that was like the launch of my career, really, even though I've been in the business, before that. That was the song that kind of put me on the map to a certain degree. And I think what it is, that song, I literally remember when we wrote it. It was, me and myself, Jeffrey Williams.
Okay.
And we were sitting there, we was in Ladbroke Grove. And, the vibe, it was a really nice day, really hot one. There was nice summer days in London, man. And I sat down and we no inspiration was coming. So we go, Shaun, let's go out and get something to eat. So I walked out and stepped outside, walking through Ladbroke Road, the market, and I was like, oh, Jeffrey, I love days like this. I just love days like this. And it was just a pure expression.
Right.
And he said, "That's it." He looked at me like a nutter. And I was like, man, what's the matter with you? He goes, "That's it. That's the song." And I think what it means to me is that, it just came from a very natural, pure place. It was just, I love days like this. And the thing is, and I think why it's touched so many people is because we kind of all get that. Do you know what I mean? We kind of, when you walk through the park and you kind of going, God, this is lovely. And you can't put your finger on it.
Nah.
You can't actually put your finger on the feeling of just maybe freedom or, love or people just getting on, but it's life. And really that song is just a celebration of life. That's all it is. And that's what it means to me.
Okay. Well, that's what it means to me as well. Funny enough. So, beautiful piece of music. I tell you what we're going to do. So anyway, you're going to perform days like this acoustically for us, which is a wonderful thing. And you're also going to be performing a brand new tune as well, which we're all very excited to be hearing. I'll tell you what we need to do. We need to go to a break. Are you okay we'll have a little chat? Cause I do want to sort of still continue to touch base on, the album tracks and, what you're going to deliver on Friday at Subterranea as well. So let's take a little break. Shaun Escoffery live on Drive, My Soul Radio.
My Soul, local and national traffic and travel online.